Witch chairs, the torture seat. The witch chair, also called the interrogation chair, a wooden seat covered in iron spikes. They're displayed in museums across Europe now, behind glass, labeled as torture devices from the witch trials. Here's how they worked. The accused was stripped naked and forced to sit on the chair, spikes on the seat, spikes on the backrest, spikes on the armrests. Then they strapped you down, leather restraints across your chest, arms, and legs, so you couldn't move, couldn't shift your weight, couldn't escape the pain. Sometimes they heated the chair from below, a brazier of hot coals placed underneath. The metal spikes would heat up, burning you while piercing you. The goal wasn't execution. It was a confession. You sat there until you admitted to witchcraft, until you named other witches, until you said whatever they wanted to hear. Sessions could last hours, sometimes days. One of the most famous witch chairs is in the Medieval Crime Museum in Rothenburg, Germany. It's from the 1600s, still intact. You can see the spike holes in the wood where blood soaked through. Another is in the Torture Museum in Amsterdam. Iron spikes are still attached. Rust stains are visible. These weren't rare. Dozens of witch chairs have been found across Germany, Austria, and France. Standard equipment in witch trial regions. The Würzburg witch trials used them extensively. So did Bamberg. So did dozens of smaller towns. But here's what's disturbing. Some historians now question whether these chairs were actually used the way museums claim. Recent research suggests some witch chairs might have been invented or exaggerated in the 1800s when torture museums became popular tourist attractions. The torture was real. The confessions were real. But some of the artifacts might be Victorian-era fabrications designed to shock visitors. Which means we're still sensationalizing witch trials, still turning suffering into spectacle. 200 years later, whether the chairs are authentic or not, the torture happened. The confessions were forced. The executions were real. But we've been so eager to display the horror that we might have created some of it ourselves. How much of what we know about witch trials is actually Victorian horror theatre? Comment if you've seen a witch chair in a museum. Follow and share for more artifacts that might not be what they seem.